Hey everybody, you guys having a good summer? You ready for school to start up again? Yeah, me too. One important thing we're going to need to know before we start doing virtual art classes is how to take a photograph of our artwork so we can submit it on the hub or on Class Dojo or email it to me or post it on Instagram or share it with the world however you want. So we're going to do that really quickly today in this video. So I'm going to set up a second camera and we're going to learn how to take good quality photographs of our artwork so we can submit it on to the hub. Let's get started. So you guys are looking at exactly what I'm looking at. There are three key things you need to think about when taking photographs of your artwork. Number one is even lighting. Number two is the framing and composition. And then number three is not getting too close but not being too far either. So number one, even lighting. Ideally, you're going to be working with outside natural light, but right now there's not too much of that. So we're going to be working inside with this lighting situation in this room here. We want to make sure it's not too dark. If this was what we were dealing with, so you see that the lighting's uneven, there's shadows on it, that just doesn't look very good at all. Make sure the light's on. Think about where I want to be in the room, because if I'm too close to the light, then you're going to see a shadow. You see that? So I'm going to move over a little bit, and I've practiced before, and I kind of like it right here. I want to avoid hot spots. If it's something like that, where part of the artwork is brighter than another part, you don't really want that. You want nice, even lighting across the entire work of art. That's number one. Number two is your framing and composition. Avoid this. You see that? That's called keystoning. Or this, or this. That happens when you're not completely over the artwork. You want to make sure that the camera is parallel with the artwork, or the phone is parallel with the artwork. And on this iPhone, it actually gives you these little crosshairs so that you can try to get it right lined up. Number three, you want to get close, but not too close. If you're all the way out here, then you're using too little of the camera and the quality of the image drops down. But if you start to get closer and closer, the edges of the artwork start to bulge out because of the camera lens. You want to get close, but not too close. And I kind of like it right around here. So, even lighting, I've got a good composition, and I'm close, but not too close. And I'm going to take a picture. Now on iPhone, I can just click on it down here and it'll pull it up. Once it's selected, I'm going to choose edit at the bottom. This bottom left, there's the crop and rotate tool. I've asked around and I think you can do just as much or even more with other kinds of phones. I'll use this iPhone just to give you a starting point. When you're in the crop and rotate tool, in case you maybe took a crooked picture, you can adjust that there, but I think ours looked pretty good, so I'm going to reset it. Now I'm going to grab these corners and pull it in, and I'm going to go almost to the image. If you prefer, because you have a busy background, if you don't want to show any of the background and if you want to get right up on the image, that's cool too. But when I take photographs of my artwork, I kind of like showing the edges of it a little bit. So I like it right around there. I'm going to hit done. There is our image of our artwork. And now I can take... Ooh. So that's pretty good. I'm going to show you one more thing though. I'm going to show you how to do this with a special app that I've been using for years, and it's called DocScan. It's right here, and that's what it looks like. DocScan gives you a couple more tools, which is pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and hit the plus sign to scan a new file. I'm going to hit plus, and it pulls up the camera. Now it also gives you this little flash button. I'm going to turn it off though, because I don't think we need it with this even lighting we found. I'm going to think about even lighting. Number one. Number two, the good composition. Number three, close but not too close, just like we did before. And I'm going to snap this picture. If I were maybe not perfect and I took a picture more like this and I wasn't very careful with rule number two, what DocScan lets me do is it gives me these little orange orbs that I can adjust and tell it where the edges of the image are. There's even this little button at the bottom here that does it really, really well for you. All you need to do is hit that and then hit OK, and then look at this. It's straightened it out for me. This is right now like a color document. You don't want that. I'm going to choose the photo setting. You can adjust the saturation of the image or the brightness. I kind of liked it just right where it was. And I'm going to hit OK. Then done. Now that I have this file, I can upload it to Teams, the Hub, Class Dojo, however you want to try to get your images of your artwork for me. And that is it. It's important to know this because when we're doing virtual art class, the only way I can see your stuff is if you take photographs of it and turn it in. And if you take a bad photograph, it's not going to do your masterpiece justice. So make sure you get good quality photographs that you can turn in onto the hub. If you have any questions, of course, just email me, let me know, send me a message on Dojo, and I'll be seeing you guys this week. Bye bye.